welcome to our lesson for today. We'll still focus on systems technology and we are still looking at basic concepts of computing. Now, for you to be able to use your computer after you have identified the different types of computers and how it works, there are some good computer techniques, and for you to be able to understand those techniques, there are some of these terms that you need to understand. And the first term that we need to look at is information and communication technology. Now, in short, we refer to it as ICT. You might have seen ICT in a lot of places, when you surf the internet, billboards and etc. But what is it? What does it really refer to, right? Now, ICT refers to all those technological tools and resources that are used to create, to manipulate, to store and manage information. If you remember the information processing cycle where you type in, right? You are creating something, you are creating a document, then processing where it gets manipulated, and then it gets to be stored. Again, storing depending whether you're printing or storing, and then manage information. When you manage information, you put it to good use where you can communicate it with the parent or send it via email, etc. Now, just to explore some of the ICT systems, you get your smartphone where you get SMSs, where you get emails, MMS, etc. You also get cloud computing where you are able to store online. There's social media involved, and there's also some of the ATMs where you are able to withdraw money using your bank cards and all of that. But now, right now, it might not sound clear what I mean, but let's explore these ICT examples in more detail. Now, a point of sale. Point of sale, think of you are shopping at this grocery store, and now you get to a till point. Now, this till point, we call it a point of sale because that's where now the sale needs to happen. Now, in short, we call it a POS. Now, in your point of sale, you will find some of these items. You get specialized keyboards, cash register, barcode scanner or a reader, a card reader, or a fingerprint scanner. Now, these are some of the examples that you would get in an ICT system. Another thing that I've mentioned, a cell phone. Now, why is a cell phone part of an information system? You can see here with just your cell phone, you are able to get music, camera, webcam, etc., etc. As you can see, you can even get navigation. You can even get some computer usage there. You can even make phone calls, surf the net, and that is all part of information system. Now, in terms of using an information system, there's a difference. Now, you need to understand we have data and information. Now, if you remember, when you have to get a report, a teacher would enter marks onto a system, they will be processed, and then you would get your report. Now I'm going to use that example to explain what is the difference between data and information. Now, data, there would be raw and unprocessed facts. Take note, raw. For example, your marks. Just a mark on its own is just raw, not processed yet to be a term mark or to be an exam mark. Information is processed data with meaning and is useful. Now, take note of processed. Now, what happens after you have entered your marks into a system? They get processed and then you get your output. Now, same with data as well as information. Data is when you've just entered your data. It has no meaning. It has not been processed. And then information, it's when your data has been processed and now it's meaningful. Now, in terms of the marks that we're using, you would get marks from a test, which is still data. And once you get a report indicating whether you have passed or failed, now that becomes information. Now, just to look at what we've just said, we spoke of an information processing cycle where you look at how does a computer works. We looked at some terms which involves ICT and how actually it forms part of this information processing cycle. And then there's two terms that were very important that you need to understand when you ever use a computer, which is data and information, where you get raw and processed facts. Thank you.